combination is key. Choose to have 14 of these and wake up in jail. That is, if you're fortunate enough to wake up at all.
Samoa Joe was an asshole for this. He was an asshole for this, but it was hilarious. Hey, what's happening, people? It's your boy Blaze here for Venomous Reactions, and today we got a wrestling compilation. Our favorite compilations to react to. And this one is Samoa Joe bullying people on the mic for 9 minutes straight. Samoa Joe, my guy. When it comes to roasting people on the mic, he just straight tortures people effortlessly. Like, there's never been a Samoa Joe promo that I got bored of. And he is hilarious without actually being hilarious. Why? Because he comes off as believable. If you don't believe me, trust me. We're going to see it in this compilation right here. So without further ado, let's get into it.
So while Samoa Joe is no longer in WWE, he did leave behind a legacy of torching moments on the mic. Moments that I don't think he gets enough credit for. And after you watch these moments, I think you might agree with the assumption that as fans, we either took Samoa Joe's promo ability for granted, or WWE simply didn't know what they had in Samoa Joe. So let's take a look at some of these absolutely mic drop moments from Samoa Joe. This first one came when Samoa Joe was in a rivalry with The Shield. Joe had injured Dean Ambrose in the trainer's room, and it was public knowledge that Renee Young and Dean Ambrose were married. So this is a moment in which Samoa Joe took the time to remind us of that connection with some very choice words.
Because of me, Dean Ambrose is now a stay-at-home husband living off his wife's paycheck.
Prime example. Prime example right there. Like, he torched Dean into oblivion. And Renee, she couldn't do anything but just be like, this mother. You love to see it. But going to his earlier point, it's more so all of the above. Like, let's be real. Not many people believe in Samoa Joe's ability to cut a killing promo. And honestly, and everyone feels this way. You know, he was not utilized the right way in WWE. And if he was, he would have been multiple time world champion by now. But what did they do? They just basically had him there to pretty much fill the void, unfortunately. But look at where he's at now. WWE, you screwed up.
Next one is actually from Elimination Chamber in 2019. Back at that time, Daniel Bryan was the champion, and during a segment with all of the participants in the ring, Samoa Joe took the time to roast everyone in the ring. Now, some may have felt that the comment about Jeff Hardy and the AA meeting went too far. I actually think that was the most memorable line of the night. You could even hear the crowd reacting appropriately to this one. And this isn't the first or last time that Jeff Hardy's issues with sobriety have been brought into a wrestling storyline, so I actually don't think it was in bad taste. But certainly to me, the most memorable line of the night.
Trust me, Randy, I know I need to size up with you, and when I defang the Viper, trust me, ain't gonna come from nowhere. Hey, do me a favor. Why don't you act like this is an AA meeting and you shut your mouth while I'm sharing with the group?
Now, don't get me wrong. The comments about Mustafa Ali and how simple he looks, and the comment about AJ Styles' wife were certainly memorable and noteworthy.
And AJ, be honest with me, how's our old girl Wendy doing? They were closed real tight when I put your simple ass to sleep.
Everybody got torched in that one, and they could not help but just take that because it's Samoa Joe. And the thing about it is, like I said earlier, he is actually hilarious without actually being hilarious because he comes off as believable. And you can tell by the conviction in his voice that he is believable. WWE had a golden gem and they completely fucked it off. I'm sorry to say, but that's the truth.
Joe continued to attack Jeff Hardy throughout their program about his issues with sobriety and other recreational drugs. Those have all been very well documented, and it did seem to be the focal point of Samoa Joe's attacks on Jeff Hardy that, depending on your sense of humor, were either funny or in bad taste, but undeniably memorable.
Thank y'all so much. Congratulations. But I think we can all agree maybe having a bottle of champagne around you isn't the best idea.
Jeff. What? Hey, Jeff, up here.
Boom!
Here to warn you about the dangers of excess.
Greatest moments. It must have been a special treat for you, considering at the time you probably weren't coherent enough to remember any of it anyways.
Ouch!
Moderation is key. Choose to have 14 of these and wake up in jail. That is, if you're fortunate enough to wake up at all.
Samoa Joe was an asshole for this. He was an asshole for this, but it was hilarious. He came out trying to do like a PBS public service announcement and whatnot. Like drinking is bad for your health. If you're gonna drink in moderation. Now, if you're gonna go ahead and go ham on like 14 of these, you'll be fortunate enough to even wake up at all. This has been a public service announcement from Samoa Joe Enterprises. He's an asshole for this, but I love it.
Now we move on to a rivalry that Samoa Joe had at a pay-per-view at the time called Great Balls of Fire. Yes, that was the name of the pay-per-view. No one will ever forget it. If you were a fan back then, that was the only time they used the name for that show.
That was indeed unforgettable.
It hasn't had a sequel. I can't imagine why, but the most memorable part of the event was Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar. And the build to this match was pretty damn good. As you'll see in this promo from Samoa Joe, he did not back down to Lesnar, nor did he feel intimidated or feel like he didn't belong in the ring with Brock Lesnar. So take a listen to this interaction between Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar, and even a little bit of Roman Reigns as well.
Oh yeah, Roman got torched too.
You need to listen to your advocate. He's protecting you from me. Because sooner than later, I'm putting your to sleep.
Oh, he was with the smoke that day.
You look at me when I'm talking to you, or we can straighten this out right now.
You're
You're real mouthy for a man who got beat down by Braun Strowman last night.
This next rivalry was between AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, and if you're noticing a pattern with Samoa Joe, it's this. He has the tendency to make his promos personal. A lot of these are personal attacks. You saw it with Jeff Hardy. You're now going to see it with AJ Styles as he talks to his wife about being a new daddy to his family. Take a listen to this one.
Oh, Wendy! Well, don't worry, Wendy. Daddy's coming home tonight. Hey, Wendy, I made you a promise. Daddy was coming home. It looks like he's not, but I'll be your new daddy.
when he cut that promo. Oh my god. And AJ just rose up like, did he really just say that? Oh no, you gotta catch the beats. You gotta catch these combos like you gonna catch this full-on sure you can uppercut hyper combo finish. Square to the jaw. But yeah, man, when he brought AJ Styles' wife into their rivalry, I knew it was gonna get kicked up a notch. Cause AJ Styles wanted to beat his brains in. Which I don't blame him. I mean, like, you gonna mention my wife? Nah, bruh. You gonna catch the beats. Off rip.
Samoa Joe is a sick man. But guess
You
what?
think?
Daddy's already done night-night.
Even talking to his kids, AJ Styles' kids.
His
Now,
kids,
this
though.
was certainly bordering on PG TV 14, and WWE was pushing the envelope with some of these comments directed towards AJ Styles' children, which made the fans and those at home feel uncomfortable, but in a way that kept you tuned in and emotionally invested in this story. And ultimately, it did end with AJ Styles beating Samoa Joe, and there is an argument to be made Samoa Joe should have been champion. I think he should have been champion. He showed his ability in the
without
ring.
a doubt.
He's shown his ability on the microphone. And also one of the
he had it.
intangibles that Joe has, beyond being personal in the promos, is being believable. He feels like he's actually this person. That is...
I said it. It's not the fact that he is witty on the mic, but the fact that he is believable when he's cutting the promo. Like, Samoa Joe had it. He had all the elements. And WWE did not capitalize on it. They just basically threw him in top tier matches, but never won a world championship. Or mediocre matches and had like lackluster runs with the US title. Am I wrong? Like CM Punk says, stop me when I'm telling lies.
is a very difficult quality to acquire, and you'll notice that throughout these promos as well. There's even a moment in which Samoa Joe actually went to the home of AJ Styles and kept calling himself Daddy.
Daddy's home.
Now, when Samoa Joe
Savage.
was battling an injury, WWE transferred him to the commentary desk, which happened during the pandemic era. This is a segment in which Seth Rollins got in the face of Samoa Joe, and at the time, Seth Rollins was known as the Monday Night Messiah. He even had disciples, at which point Buddy Murphy was actually one of those disciples. So let's watch that interaction.
Assaulting me with a kendo stick, Tom. You were cheering him on.
Let's be honest here. I mean, what do you think? You think you're gonna walk over here and bully my broadcast partner, Seth? And make the point you came to make, or I can slap you in the lips and beat down your disciple in front of you. And how hard he was laughing? I was laughing harder than anybody at this table.
Next up are just several clips of various rivalries that Samoa Joe has had throughout his years in WWE. Everyone from Karrion Kross to John Cena. So let's watch these together. But as always, hit that subscribe button. If you like these kinds of videos, it really helps out the channel. Hit that like button or subscribe button and enjoy the rest of these clips. And I'll talk to you in the next video.
Mr. Ego, hurry up. Brock Lesnar didn't just beat you, no. He exposed you.
Damn.
You failed, and that makes you a failure. Same thing to your
Damn.
father in front of 82,000 people at WrestleMania. I'm not done talking. Hey, you can't even keep promises to your wife. Yeah, come on. That every time Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar get
Where's the lotto?
Cross, but I am well aware you're too much of a gutless coward to be in the building right now. Joe, I would walk up here with that ridiculous accent and bring me the contract.
Now, there's only one question you need to answer right now. Are you in my way?
This is an impressive path of destruction you've laid. You definitely won't be doing that to me. Like father, like son, right, Kurt?
And if truth, Andrade, problem with that, tell them to come see me, and I'll be more than happy to put them and their problems to sleep.
How can you not like Samoa Joe on the mic? He is witty. He is with the savagery. Don't get me wrong. He is with the savagery, and he will not care. He will say it straight to your face, and there's two things you can do about it: nothing and like it. But yo, like I said, man, Samoa Joe, he had all the elements to be a top tier champion in WWE. They just did not utilize him the right way. And I can say that without certainty because we all seen his run throughout the main roster. I mean, not even counting NXT, but just counting the main roster, period. Like all of his fights, well, not all of his fights, but I would say about a good 40% of it was top tier. 60% of it was lackluster. I mean, because let's be real, he should have been champion like at least 3 times, at least. But they didn't put the belt on him, and I can understand the reason as to why he kept going through the whole injury perspective. But even still, you could at least throw the belt on him at least once or twice, 3 times. Come on now. But yo, let me know what y'all thought about this one, man. And which of these moments of Samoa Joe on the mic in the WWE did you like the most? And as always, thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. And don't forget to tell your peoples across the globe. Come kick it with your boys. It's one good solid time. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to click that bell so you don't miss a video from the kid. You feel me? And please feel free to follow me on social media right over yonder. And this is your boy Blaze here saying Chuck the Deuce, and I will see y'all in the next video. I'm out.